So good evening, everyone. Uh, Welcome back to the class again. And now we are going to continue with the same chapter in SST. Okay, as we have to complete with it as soon as possible, and the question answers upon them will be discussed after that as well. Okay. I'm sharing a video with, a slide with you, a screen with you. Okay. So let us focus upon it. Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Now, see, students, on that day we had learned about the various national party. Sorry, what is national party? What is state party? What is regional party? And even we had seen the conditions, the requirements that any party, if it wants to become a national party, it wants to become a state party. So, what were the conditions? What were the what was the eligibility criteria? All those things we had seen there. Okay. Now let us understand what are national parties. What are national parties? Okay. So every party there. Okay. Every party in the country registers with the Election Commission of India. And while the commission treats all parties equally, it offers some special facilities to large and established parties, such as providing them a unique symbol and all. Okay, we have already discussed about it. Understood? We have already discussed that what ECI does. Sorry. What ECI does. ECI, that is Election Commission of India. What it does, we have seen there. Got it? And national parties, if we are talking about, so every party in the country is registered with ECI, and according to the party's establishment and its volume, okay, not volume but its size, we will say, according to it, the Election Commission of India provides that particular party, okay, with unique symbols. So parties that get this privilege and some other special facilities are recognized by the Election Commission and are called recognized political parties. There are criteria that need to be fulfilled for a party to qualify as a state or national parties. We have already discussed. Let us understand now what national parties are. National parties are, they are spread all over the country. They are spread all over country, have their units in power, okay, in various states. What does mean by unit? Here unit means their MPs or MLAs, okay, MPs or MLAs. Those are the units of that particular party, okay, and they are present almost in all the states, okay, almost in all the states. So third thing is national level policies. National level policies, programs and strategies is followed by state units. Also example like BJP at center and ruling may in many other state cities, not dates. It is states. Okay. So see, whatever the policies are being or strategies and programs are being set by the for the particular state, that is fixed, even if that particular party is the ruling party in the center as well as that particular state, but still that particular state party, that is the ruling party as well in the center, it would have to work according to the policies and programs and strategies of that particular state. Okay, the question is arising over here, that is that was asked in 2013 as well as in 16. What is meant by national party, national political parties? state the conditions required to be a national political party. So these are the requirements. What are these requirements of the national political party? Understood? As on May 2017, the total number of the parties registered was 1,841, with 7 national, 49 state and 1,785 unrecognized. These parties, which are called as 7 parties, 7 national parties, are BJP, Bharatiya Janata Dal, Congress, that is INC, BSP, Bahujan Samaj Party, NCP, that is called National Congress Party, CPI, Communist Party of India, CPM, actually it is CPIM, okay, Communist Party of India, Marxist. Why this party has been called as Marxist? Because it follows the rules or policies of Karl Marx. Okay, they are the followers of Karl Marx, and that is why they have the party name like CPIM, that is Communist Party of India, and that is Marxist. And another, and the last one is Trinamool Congress Party. Trinamool Congress Party is the largest party there in West Bengal. Mamata Banerjee is its supremo, in the sense she is the head of that particular party in West Bengal, and it is also active there in Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya, okay, Manipur. In such states, Trinamool Congress Party is active. Understood? Why these parties are being called national parties? We have already discussed in the eligibility criteria that what is the eligibility of any particular party to become the national party. Here we have already discussed. Okay, that's 6%. This one, conditions required to be recognized as national parties and recognized as state parties. Okay, these things we have already discussed. Now let us understand the first and the largest party of the country, that is Indian National Congress. It was founded on 1885. See why, what is the objective behind teaching all the parties and their background, and what are their objectives, what are their motives, okay, those things, because the questions are being asked in the question. See, this is very tricky question here. What is written? Name the national political party which espouses secularism and welfare of the weaker sections and the minorities. Mention any 4 features of that particular party. So it is definitely INC. Okay, secularism was introduced by INC only. Okay, in 1964. In which year? In 1964. Have you got it?
Yes.
So Indian National Congress was established on 28th of December, 28th of December 1885 at Bombay. Now it is Mumbai. Okay. On this day, Congress was established, but it was not a political party, as we have already discussed about it. Oldest parties of the world. What is its ideology? Its ideology is a centrist party and espouses, that is supports. Okay, espouse means to support secularism and welfare of the weaker sections, supports new economic reforms with a human face that does not harm the poor. Okay, it means this party's aim or ideology is to uplift the downtrodden people. It supports the secularism. What is secularism, beta? Can you tell me? Can anyone tell? Yes or no? Just you answer me yes or no. If you can, so yes, say yes. If you do not know, so say I don't know, sir.
No,
Secularism,
sir.
secularism, where all the religious people tolerate each other. Don't take it otherwise. Huh? Tolerate, don't take it other. Tolerate in the sense they live together. Here the word tolerate is used in the sense of live together. This is called secularism, where the law is above all. The law is above all. All the political parties, all the ruling parties, whatever there is, even the constitution is the document which is above all, which is comprises with the laws. Okay, that is another matter. But ideology of the INC is secularism and welfare of the weaker sections. Okay, dominated Indian politics at the national and state level for several decades after India's independence. Almost from 1947 to 1977, this period was totally under the control of INC. Means always there was the prime minister which was nominated by the Congress or the INC, Indian National Congress. So how many years? Near about 30 years they actually ruled. They means Indian National Congress prime ministers. Okay, they run they ran the country. Okay, continuously these 30 years. What happened there after 1977? Do you know? Another trick. Okay, 1977 to 1980. Okay, there was an emergency, not 80, but we'll say 79. These 3 years, national emergency was imposed there. What was imposed there? National emergency. So during this
National
period,
emergency.
there was no prime minister in India for these 3 years. Okay. After that, in 1980, we will also discuss about it. I will not take you right now there. Okay. But let us understand that almost 30 years, Congress ruled continuously over the country. Ruling party till 90. See, it is written also 1977 and from 1980 to 89, and then from 2004 to 2014. Okay, its great leader Jawaharlal Nehru is regarded as architect of modern India. At present, INC is an opposition party. कौन सी पार्टी है ये? Opposition party in the legislature. Hates, that is UPA means United Progressive Alliance. This is UPA means abbreviation of United Progressive Alliance, where they just means you can say they predict themselves that they are uh, providing or they are getting progress there in the country's development. Okay, that is the only meaning of that UPA. Okay, United Progressive Alliance. Alliance का मतलब जानते हैं? Alliance means to come together. Means with the other party's support, they can form the government, as well as they can themselves means this party can itself form the government, as it is the largest party of the country. Have you got the point? Indian National Congress, when was it established? What was their ideology? What is their ideologies? Okay, means the party's ideology, what happened to it. Okay, since independence till date. Okay, after 2014 there is the ruling party. Now the ruling party has been changed for almost 10 years. Okay, that is Bharatiya Janata Party. Okay, second largest party in the country is Bharatiya Janata Party. Actually, it was founded in 1980, earlier named Bharatiya Jan Sangh. Its name was before before giving the name as Bharatiya Janata Party. Its name was Bharatiya Janasangh. Who is the inspiration? India's ancient culture and values. Now see, nobody will tell you or write here that Bharatiya Janata Party actually respects the culture, that we may say that the culture which is being prevailed here since ages that we don't know even. Okay, the time period, that is the inspiration of this party, and it didn't want to ruin the culture and values and customs and traditions of this country. That is why this party was being established. What is the ideology of this party? The party's ideology is a strong and modern India, cultural nationalism or Hindutva as the core of Indian nationhood and politics. Okay, so this party was founded by Shama Prasad Mukherjee. This was the person who established this party. Okay. This party actually wants to build a strong and modern India by drawing inspiration from India's ancient culture and values. And one person was another inspiration for this party. That his name is Deen Dayal Upadhyay. He was belonging to Madhya Pradesh. Deen Dayal Upadhyay and his ideas of integral humanism and Antodaya. Antodaya means that all human are same. Okay, and their last time would be the same one. Okay, that is then cultural nationalism. This is written here, cultural nationalism or Hindutva. This is the important element in its conception of Indian nationhood and political. Politics. One second. Go. Okay. Hindutva is the core concept of this party. J&K. This party wants full territorial and political integration of Jammu and Kashmir with India. As nowadays, which film is trending? Have you watched this? Hello, students.
No, sir.
You did not watch it. Okay, don't go for it. Even I would recommend right now. This is not the right time to watch the movie. Okay, but the leave it. This is not our topic. But if you would have said that you have watched that movie, so I would have told something. I would have told something else. Okay. So this party actually wants the integrity with Jammu and Kashmir as according to treaty made by Jawaharlal Nehru, the Kashmir point or the Kashmir talks actually today also they are prevalent. Today also they are prevalent. The problem is being prevailed there in the valleys of Kashmir. Understood? The most of the part of Jammu is not been affected, but most of the part of Kashmir is affected. Understood? Kashmir is affected a lot of. Let it be there. Okay, but its main ideology is to integrate that Jammu and Kashmir with India. Uniform civil code. This was the main actually propaganda, or not propaganda, but the aim of this party when it was in ruling there. Okay, it was there ruling in the central power. Uniform civil code. It wants a uniform civil code for all living in India, irrespective of religion, caste, gender, whatever. It wants to ban on religious conversions, as many people are converting or converse themselves from one religion to another religion. It supports base its support base increased substantially with a noticeable increase in 1990s. Actually, the followers of this party started to increase in 19 or since 1990s. It came into power in 1998 when Atal Bihari Vajpayee or Vajpayee, you may say. Okay, he was the prime minister there in 1998. After that, it lost the control in 2004 and now in power since 2014. It is called NDA, that is National Democratic Alliance. Those who people believe in democracy, they have come together and they formed the cultural and we can say the nationalism. Okay, or this party supports these kind of cultures and values in the country. Okay, see, this is purely teaching part. I don't have any personal views upon this. Okay. Bahujan Samaj Party. It is a limited party there in Uttar Pradesh and some other states as well. Okay, but it in a limited way. Many of the times now we have been seeing this party's performance within 10 years. Okay, so it is not performing good in the state, in its home state as well as in other states. So it was formed in 1984 by Kashiram. Its ideology is stands for the cause and welfare of the oppressed, Dalits, Adivasis, and OBCs. So this party actually works for the people who are downtrodden. Downtrodden means the people who are, we can say, deprived of many of the facilities. Okay, deprived of many of the facilities provided or schemes provided by the government. Who is the inspiration? Teachings of Sahu Maharaj, Mahatma Phule, Periyar, Ramaswamy Naikar, Baba Sahib Ambedkar. Okay, these people and their teachings is the inspiration of this party. Its main base is in Uttar Pradesh and substantial presence in MP, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand, Delhi, and Punjab. Okay, but nowadays it has no sign in any state. Okay, formed government many times in Uttar Pradesh with support from the other parties once it got full majority also. See, this is the party for the first time it got the full majority in Uttar Pradesh. But for another 10 years, it took help of other parties to form the government as it was the largest party to win the election there. Okay, in the state of Uttar Pradesh. But not that much majority where it could form its personal government, sorry, not personal, but its own government there. Okay, another party is Communist Party of India, that is CPI, and M is also given over there. This is Marxist. So founded in 1964 after a split in CPI, Communist Party of India, this was the main party, and after that it was split in 1964 and formed another party, that is CPI, CPIM, and it believes in Marxism, Leninism, supports, see, Lenin and Marx, these people were the people who were believing in that all the people are one. Okay, and they wanted the society should be a social, means they're the socialism, secularism, and democracy. All these three ideologies, or we can say the functions, should run together. Okay, this was the ideology, or we can say the philosophy of Karl Marx and Lenin. Okay, it has a strong support in West Bengal, Kerala, Tripura among factory workers, farmers, agricultural laborers, and intelligence. जो भी intellectuals, those people, okay, who are there. So it accepts democratic elections as a useful and helpful means for securing the objective of social and economic justice in India. This party. It enjoys strong support there in these states. The party was in power in West Bengal when it was there in West Bengal in the year of not year, I don't know, I'm not remembering the year, but uh, for 34 years breakdown it had given okay there in West Bengal 34 years near about after its establishment. It believes in social and economic justice, critical of free flow of FDI, that is foreign direct investment, that this party did not want that the foreign investment should be invested in India. It remained in power in West Bengal without a break for 30 years. Okay. Supports UPA, that is United Progressive Alliance. Okay. It means Congress Party. It supports Congress Party, this CPIM. Now, Communist Party of India, this is the oldest party in India. This is also the oldest party in India. It was formed in 1925. It believes again in Marxism and Leninism, secularism and democracy. Opposes the forces of successionism and communalism. Sorry, the spelling is mistaken over here. Okay, communalism promotes interest of the working class, farmers, and the poor. Mainly, see, you may see the symbol as well. Okay, this is the grain that is to be cut with this tool. Okay, so this represents to the farmers, and it seeks the support of the farmers. It got split in 1964, resulting in the formation of CPIM. Has considerable presence in Kerala, West Bengal, Punjab, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. These are the states where this party has been recognized. It advocates building a strong left front and supports UPA. Again, this party also supports UPA. UPA in the sense Congress Party. Another thing or another party in our country is prevailing there, that is Nationalist Congress Party, NCP. Sharad Pawar is the supremo of this party. They are in Baramati. It is near Pune, Maharashtra. It was formed in 1999 after a split in Congress Party. This party was separated, means these people were separated from Congress. It supports democracy, Gandhian secularism, equality, social justice, and federalism, where there are multiple tiers of the government. It supports for high offices of the country to be held by natural born citizens of India. It is a it is written as supports for high offices of the country to be held by natural born citizens of India. It is a major party in Maharashtra and has presence in Meghalaya, Manipur, Assam. It is a member of UPA. It is a member of UPA. Again, means whenever there is the need of such MPs or MLAs, so they support to Congress party, not other than that party. Understood? Because definitely this party would support to that particular party or INC because it is a split from that only that party only. Okay. Now let us understand. These were all about the national parties. Let us understand now what is state parties. What is or what are the state parties? So similarly in the state, the reasons would be there. State party is something where it represents the whole state. There exist reason wise parties that are known as state parties. Many of the parties are there, like Samajwadi Party, Rashtriya Janata Dal, Biju Janata Dal, Sikkim Democratic Front, Mizo National Party, or no, sorry, National Front, Telangana Rashtra Samiti. These are some examples of regional parties. In Maharashtra, Indian National Congress, Odisha, BJD. This
So
is
there is another national like
no,
state
no,
party
no.
in
This is
Maharashtra, right?
NCP. NCP. This is not National Congress. This is Indian National Congress. It is the largest party, and that is the National Party. Okay. Here, NCP is the regional party or state party. Got it? Understood?
It's a full form of NC.
NCP, Nationalist Congress Party. Another party is there in Maharashtra, Shiv Sena. Shiv Sena is the regional party, or you may say that it is the state party. Understood? And nowadays means this regime or this tenure of the government in Maharashtra is of Shiv Sena. There are three parties together, they have formed the government: Shiv Sena, NCP, and INC. These all three parties have made the government in Maharashtra. Okay. Let us understand now, the parties other than national parties are recognized as by election commission as state parties, also called regional parties. State parties are also called regional parties. Don't be confused in this. Okay. The regional parties need not to be regional in their ideology or outlook. Means they can spread themselves throughout or across the country. Some regional parties have national level organization and presence in several states, just like NCP. NCP is there in uh, Assam, Mizoram, Manipur. Okay, in these these states also NCP's presence you can see. Samajwadi Party, Rashtriya Janata Dal, these are parties which are limited there in their own state. They could not step out of their state. Some parties focus on their state identity, like Biju Janata Dal, Sikkim Democratic Front, and Mizo National Front. Okay, these are the parties who generally work for their particular reason. They do not step out of their states at any cost. Okay, as they do not have, you may consider a lot of reasons behind it, or philosophy behind it, that it doesn't have that much fund to be raised to contest the election there in other states. Okay, that is the main motive, or that is the main reason that these parties do not have that much support in other states. These parties are active there. AIA-DMK, that is All India Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam. All India Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam. Okay, in short, it is known as DMK. AIDMK. Andhra Pradesh, Telugu Desam Party, Lok Satta Party, Kerala, Kerala Congress. In Pondicherry, All India NRC means National Recognition Party or Congress, Jharkhand, Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, Maharashtra, NCP, Shiv Sena, Odisha, BJD, that is Biju Janata Dal. Okay, these are some parties which are available or which are active in their own region or own state. Understood? Now, students, one interesting thing is interesting thing about the regional or state parties. Over the last 3 decades, actually, the number and strength of these parties has expanded. These parties have been expanded. Every now and then, anybody comes forward and he forms or establishes his own party. Okay, in the name of that particular state or another name it may be given. Actually, this made the Parliament of India politically more and more diverse. More and more diverse in the sense, we have already learned about the party system, one party system, two party system, and multi-party system. Okay, we have already learned what happens in such things or such scenario. Actually, as more as or as much as the political parties and their numbers would be increased in the country, definitely the member of parliament, member of parliament would be split there in the legislature. Means many parties, many members. Have you got the point? In simple way or simple words, we may say many parties, many members. Understood? And it would definitely affect the political system of India, that it would not run properly. Suppose such parties would again and again would be established there. Okay, every year or every month, even we can say. This has contributed to the strengthening of federalism and democracy in India. Another merit of this is the fight between the political parties becomes very strong, and it is possible that any particular party would not get the full majority, and in turn it may get the full majority as well. Understood? Both the scenarios can be happened there. Understood?
Yes, sir.
But there are some things to be discussed, but after this one. Okay, role of regional parties. What are the roles of regional parties? Over the last 3 decades, the number of it is the these are the things that I have just explained over here. Okay, this one point you see, since 1996 every one of the state parties have got opportunities to be part of one or the other national level coalition government. Since 1996, I have told you already that before 2014 no party had got the full majority. Okay, after 1979 and before before 1979 and after 2014, no party had got the full majority to establish or to just run the country with the central power. Okay, now increase or increment there in the state or regional parties, it made it possible that the governments are being formed with a coalition. Okay, or we can say in simple words, in the with the support of each other, they can form the government there. This is the role of regional party, that it should help to that party who has got the majority there in the elections. National parties are compelled to form alliance with the state parties. If national parties did not get the full majority, definitely they would go to the state parties and will seek for the alliance. For example, Atal Bihari Vajpayee government was formed by taking support from regional parties. This party, and you will say that, you will see there in 1998, the government had fallen there or was just a split from there in 1990, in 2000. Okay, actually in 1998, for within 1 year, in 1999, the government was fallen there. Okay, from the state, from the central power. I'm telling you about Bharatiya Janata Party. Okay, for a year there was a problem and there was no prime minister in India. Okay, during that period, after in 2000, there was again election, means in the last times or last months of 1919, and from there Congress again won the election and it ruled there till 2004. Bharatiya Janata Dal came into power in 1999, and it was there. I told you Congress party, by mistake I just pronounced that. Okay, Bharatiya Janata Dal again came into power in 1999 and it ruled over there till 2004. And after 2004 till 2014, Congress party had come in the power. The alliance of national and state parties has strengthened the federalism and democracy in India. The alliance and national of the national and state parties actually strengthened the federalism. Why federalism? Means level of government. Level of government. It was strengthened over there. Even the democracy means transparency had come over there. Means every state has the regional party and that party's particular member. It means that member looks after the people who are belonging to his own constituency. Understood? Otherwise, what would have happened there? That many people were elected in the election, but they were not able to look after their constituencies as the constituencies were the vast reason for them. Okay. Now, as the parties are being formed, definitely the constituencies are being split. Understood? So this is the role of the regional parties. Okay. You may be point there IMP that in exam it could be asked there. Okay, explain the role of regional political parties in India or Indian politics. Nearly every one of the state parties wants to get an opportunity to be a part of one or the other national level coalition. Support the statement with arguments. Why is it so? What do you think, Beta? Shadab, can
So
you?
they want to be part of a national level coalition so that their party expands, so that more people get to know them and so that they have a higher chance of success.
Very good, very good. Definitely, this is the perfect answer, that they wants to be recognized by more and more people. They would come to know, means the people would come to know about the party, and that party can be expanded as the national party on the next time or another time. Okay, that is why these regional parties actually want to form the government in the coalition of them with the national parties. Very good answer, Sadaf. Now let us move to the challenges of the political parties. This is very important topic again, as political parties are the most visible face of democracy. It is natural that people blame parties for whatever goes wrong within a country. Definitely. The party who is there in ruling or the ruling party. Suppose something goes wrong in the country, so ruling party is being blamed by the people. And those people, who are those people who blame to the party? The people who do not belong to the ideology of that particular party. Okay, here it is. That political parties are the most visible as well as the least trusted institution in a democracy. It is called as least trusted because it may change at any time. Political parties are blamed for whatever goes wrong there in the democratic country or in any country. All over the world, people express strong dissatisfaction with the failure of political parties to perform their functions well. Means people express strong dissatisfaction. This is, in another word, we can say that opposition or the people who are in opposite, okay, of that particular party, who are in controversies, okay, with that party. Whatever even the good is going on in the country, the opposition party would not say anything, but suppose something goes wrong, so definitely there would be the voice raised by this particular opposition party. Okay, this happens in any country which is democratic as well as the federal country. Okay, where there are more than one level of or tier of the government. Understood? It is also very important for us to have the opposition party so that the lackings or loopholes of the particular ruling party should come in front of them and it can work very properly there. Got it? So the challenges which are faced by political parties are explained here. So please, these things, keep it in mind very clearly. The questions may again be asked upon it. See, on this lack of internal democracy, on this 2012 and 15, the question has been asked. So why not on these points? Dynastic succession, then money and muscle power, problem of meaningful choice to the voters. Okay, these things can be asked over there. Okay, so lack of internal democracy in the country or within the political parties. First thing is concentration of power in one or few leaders at the top. What is the problem in it? The party which is the national or the state or regional, the topmost leaders are in focus always. Now, one thing is there, and this is a thoughtful thing. Who works for the party? It is also a hierarchy there. Topmost leader, then second rank, third rank, fourth rank. Okay, just like bureaucracy in India. IAS, then below, class 1, class 2, class 3, and class 4 people. But most of the times, class 4 people are involved in most of the works as they do the clear work over there. Okay, and they are dedicated to their party. So this is the problem that the political parties have to face. Now let's just take an example. Suppose there are 10 workers for the particular party and there is one post is to be given. So among these 10 people only, the topmost leader would select the person to fill that gap or fill that post in the party. So suppose one person is minus there, so 9 people have remained over there. So these 9 people can think or can keep any malice in their hearts and minds that they did not get any opportunity to become for or to be posted there on that particular post. Have you got the point? So this is the lack of trust. Parties do not keep membership registers. These parties actually do not keep it. Why? Now there is another problem or another thing, that if suppose the party would keep the record of all its members, so it is a democratic country. Our country is a democratic country, so we have that much freedom that we can change our mind, change our belief, and change our way to follow the ideology of particular party. I may change or I may go in another party or join another party. Understood? No organizational meetings held. But nowadays, the political parties have become very prompt. They organize everything within the line. Okay. Fourth point is do not conduct regular internal elections. It is not the matter of election in the party. This happens in the parties today also. They do not fill any post in the particular party by elections. They just see the face who is a flatter face to that particular top leader. That person would only become particular person or minister within that party. Top leaders have greater power to take decisions. Means some volunteer, if suppose he has more knowledge than that particular leader, still that particular leader's decisions would be taken granted, and any volunteers decisions, not decisions but the suggestions, would not be granted. This is the lacking there, okay, in decision making process within the party. Last point of lack of internal democracy is personal loyalty to leaders becomes more important than loyalty to party principles. This is very, very important. You may see the people who just flatter to their ministers, to their leaders, so that they would be just favorable to that particular leader, and they can also get an opportunity to be at particular or at the good post. Okay, they are in the party. Understood? So they put their loyalty towards the person who is in power rather than the ideologies and principles of the particular party. Understood? Second challenge of political party is dynastic succession. It is unfair to the other top members for the party. I would not say, or I would not tell the party name, but it happens in our own country as well. This is unfair, or we may say the clear injustice to the particular party's top leaders or members, as they are not paid any heed by the party supremo or party's owner, we may say in another words. In many parties, the top positions are always controlled by the members of one family only. Now you might have got. Did you get? Okay. So one family members can run the party for many years. Most parties do not practice open and transparent procedures for their functioning. They hide the things. It is bad for a democracy that people with no adequate experience and popular support come to occupy powerful positions. Many times what happened in such parties, the people they have become or they have occupied with the main position or main place there in the party, but they do not have adequate experience of running, okay, the particular party. Even they do not have that much support of the people. There are few ways for an ordinary workers to raise to the top of in a party. Suppose the particular person who is in the power for that particular party, if suppose he is failure there, so the ordinary worker for the or the volunteer of that particular party can become the topmost leader over there. This isn't just an opportunity, but it may happen there. Understood? Have you got it?
Yes.
Is there any question regarding this?
No, sir.
Okay. So the rest things we will learn tomorrow, and this chapter would be getting over tomorrow, and question answers will be discussed tomorrow. Okay. Thank you for joining the class. You may leave the class now.